I just spent 8 minutes talking to a camera that wasn't even recording. Today, I want to share some things that I'm taking on, having spent quite a lot of time researching AI, just some of the advice that I've heard, some of the things that I'm trying to action at the moment, and I feel like it will be useful to other people, so I just want to share it. The first thing that I've noticed in doing this research and being involved in this space of AI and wherever we're at right now is to have a familiarity and to upskill with the technology that we have, to be able to use the tools, to be able to get the most of them, to be able to understand what they do, what their impacts are, what are the risks, what are the dangers, and to just be more familiar with AI is super important in a world that's going to be, in reality, dominated by it in many ways. The ability to know how to use it to its best potential for what you want is going to become really, really important. So that's the first thing I'm taking on, is to just improve my attitude with AI. The second thing is to lean into your humanity. What I mean by that is, in a world that's going to be filled with AI and technology, your human experience, personal experience, and lived experience is going to become crucial. Your humanity and your nature that makes you like certain things or forget certain things or even make mistakes is going to form your personal experience. It's going to make you uniquely you. And in a world that's more artificial, with more things being created by technology, who you are and what you are, and knowing that is going to be really important. And on a similar vein, of another piece of advice that I'm taking on right now is to invest in human connection. Again, in that sort of AI dominated world, human connection is going to be artificial in many ways. You can already have as good of a conversation with ChatGPT as you can with any other human, kind of. No, I don't mean that, but I just mean you've seen the movies. You can imagine where this technology can go, and that ability to artificially create relationships, to create content that's from an artificial place, to obscure what's real and what's fake. Your human connection with individuals, with other individuals, is going to become so important. So invest in that. Invest in your ability to connect with others. Invest in your friendships. That's going to be like a cornerstone, I feel like, of people's well-being in a world that that human connection is going to be harder to get. So that's something that I'm trying to make the most of, to invest in friendships, to invest in my ability to really make the most of other people, and to value that, I think, most importantly. Another thing that is crucial, I think, is to understand your sort of authentic interests and your authentic drives. Again, in this world that's going to have automation, which makes tasks and complex tasks easier, and in a world where the human effort for manual tasks is going to be just perhaps non existent, your own interests and your drive and the things that you care about is going to enable you to make use of those tools and use them sort of to support that drive and to support what you care about. So knowing what you like, what your passions are, even though passions are a hard word to sort of define. But at the moment, I'm trying to really engage in things that I care about, even things that I might not think I care about, and just evolve through my understanding of what I'm interested in. And when you're more knowledgeable about that, then the tools and the AI technology will support you to do the thing you care about. So having an authentic drive that kind of spearheads you through the mess of what is this AI world, or what world we will be in, is going to be crucial. And knowing that for yourself, I feel like is really important. So it's something I think that will take time, but I'm trying to develop myself as well. Another thing that is, I guess, a piece of advice is that in this world, it is going to become more obscure, more difficult, with challenges and threats that are really hard to kind of comprehend and engage with. It can be very easy to take on a lot of anxiety with that. Think about climate change, think about AI taking your job. There are so many things that are going to be hard to really uh, connect with. But I think, although we should understand them and understand the influences around us on a sort of worldly and almost like existential level, I think an understanding is important. And I'm just aware that I don't want to let those things sort of influence my ability to take action or to really influence my well-being too much. I think that's the main thing. I think it's going to be really important to derive your sense of well-being from your actions and your attitude and what you can control, your zone of influence. You're not going to be able to control these big, like, macro problems that the world faces, which are scary, but you are going to be able to control your actions and your attitude. And if you can focus on that, and derive your well-being from that, then I feel like that's going to be a really important thing for the future, where these things are going to become more, I don't know, existential, more worrying. But to root yourself in what you can do is something that I'm trying to do and really take importance in. The final thing is to actually get excited. I don't want to be all doom and gloom. I think what excites me is that there are organizations out there spending millions and billions of pounds trying to replicate humans. They're trying to replicate your hand. They're trying to replicate your movement. And I think that just gets me excited, because it makes me appreciate that what I have, that understanding that there's going to be an artificial technology that's going to try and do the things we can do. It really makes me value what I have, and it makes me value the experience that I can feel, that I can feel the sun on my face, so that I can feel the wind on my fingers. So that's something that's a computer will never have, and that this is going to be a future in which I can operate as a human being and hopefully make the most of the technology under an interest that I have, or under something that I care about. I think there's room to be excited, and I think we should be excited, and I think we should sort of embrace the future. Anyway, those were just some random thoughts. Perhaps they have been able to shed some piece of advice, and if you have anything that you're taking on, do let me know, or maybe I can make more videos about this topic too if it's interesting. Anyway, have a great day. Hope you're doing well.